Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, I've been watching a lot of videos online about dentures before and after I got mine. I'm about 2.5 weeks in, it'll be 3 weeks on Friday, and I went to Affordable Denture and had about, I think, 15 teeth taken out, all at one shot, and got the temporary dentures put in right afterwards. So this is what they look like, you know. They're kind of big and plasticky for now, but I'll tell you what, they're better than what I had, and so far it really hasn't been horrible. It's been unpleasant, I'm not going to tell you any lies, but it hasn't been horrible. They get you in there for your consultation, you decide what you're going to do. They say, alright, you know, go and get these prescriptions filled. I told them I wanted non-narcotic, so they just gave me ibuprofen, some steroids, some kind of mouthwash, and some penicillin. So you go in there, you get your consultation, they tell you, alright, you know, come on back at 2 o'clock. By 3:30 I was out of there with the temporaries in. I'm going to tell you, the first 4 or 5 days has been by far the worst. Your mouth is oozing, you clench your gums down, blood comes down over the top of the dentures. It's pretty gross and disgusting. All kinds of phlegm, nasty shit coming out of your mouth. You spit, you slobber, you drool, and it's pretty unpleasant. But fortunately that only lasts for a couple of days. My mouth still feels like it's kind of full, but I'm actually been getting used to them a lot quicker than I thought I would. And I'll tell you what, it's nice to be able to chew with the back of your mouth instead of the front teeth. That the only thing I had to chew with is these guys right up here in the front, and you know, it didn't work out so well. So anyway, overall it wasn't bad. I'd say my worst pain was getting the Novocaine shots. I was fully conscious through the whole thing. They gave me, I'm gonna guess, about 20 or so shots of Novocaine. 6 or 7, bunch down here. Luckily I was already, well, luckily for the moment, I didn't have any teeth already down on this corner, so they didn't have to do anything down here. They numbed me up, made sure I couldn't feel nothing, started doing their thing. They started working down on this side, which I had like one tooth that was broke off on the gums, and then so they started working on that side, and then I thought they moved up and I could feel them pushing and pulling, and then the next thing I know, she's telling me, alright, all the teeth are out. They stitched me up, put the temporaries in, told me to bite on some gauze, sent me out the door. You know, that was pretty much that. I went back, that was Friday. I went back in on Monday for them to check. They did a little bit of adjusting. Still in a little bit of pain. So then I went back, like, not the next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. They did some more adjusting. Everything seems pretty good now. A couple of sore spots. My speech seems pretty good, but I can tell that, you know, I still do talk a little bit funny, but, you know, not a huge deal, and I'm learning to overcome that. As far as eating myself, I was pretty fortunate. Like I said, I was already down to the gums down here, so I was able to chew a little bit on this side because I didn't have any pain on the bottom. All I had to deal with was some pain up top. So here I am almost 3 weeks later. I was munching on some popcorn earlier today, and, you know, a little bit of pain, no big deal. Eating bread, toast, pretty good. Spaghetti with meatballs, you know, trying to stick to a little bit softer stuff. I've eaten a couple of bagels, and bread seems to kind of take a while to chew up, but not too bad. Anyhow, after I did it, the first few days I was like, oh man, what did I do, you know? I got no teeth, shit, what am I gonna do now? Well, you know, maybe I have no teeth, but I don't have broken teeth that are cutting up my tongue. I don't have toothaches. I won't have toothaches. I immediately felt better after getting all that poison out of my head. You know, for me, for the most part, so far, it's been positive. It's a little more pleasant when I pass the mirror, you know. It's like, hey man, you're not looking bad. Not, hey man, you look like a fucking freak with all those fucked up teeth in your head, you know. So that's kind of nice. Looking better, feeling better. It's been a good thing so far for me. Anyone out there that's right in the middle of the shit or thinking about doing it, it's gonna be unpleasant, no lie, but it will get better. It's gotten way better for me, and I haven't even been back in for my first soft reline, and from what I've seen on the internet and all these videos and shit so far, after that first or second soft reline, the shit starts feeling way better. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think I'm probably at least a month out for the soft reline. I have used a little bit of glue on the very top, but I don't like the way that shit feels in my mouth. Peeling it off the roof of your mouth was very unpleasant for me. I was using the C-Bond, those pad things, but I'm a coffee drinker, and I'd put those in the morning. After a couple of cups of coffee, my mouth felt like it had a friggin' wet sponge in it. So I quit using those, and I was a lot happier. I mean, those might work for some people. Maybe you need it for the padding or whatever. I'm not really sure. I'm not a denture expert by any means. But the way it's gone in my mouth so far is I can pretty much get enough suction on mine on their own for them to stay in when I eat. They're not moving around. They don't really jump around when I talk, so that's not bad. So anyway, over and all, it's been not horrible. Unpleasant, not horrible. It's only getting better. So, all I can say is, you know, keep your chin up, and things get better every day. For me, I still know they're in there, but I'm not like thinking about it constantly. Hey, there's the wife. So, anyway, hopefully that helps, along with all these other videos on the internet. I'm going to throw this one out there. Real quick, the cost. It's going to end up costing me about $6,500, and that was for like the premium thing that the Vancouver discount dental or whatever, you know, one of these dental farms where they just get you in and out of there as fast as you can. If I could afford implants, I may have, you know, hey, I'd love to throw 50 grand into my mouth and have perfect porcelain teeth, but you know, that wasn't in my budget. I went with what was in my budget, and so far, so good. Anyhow, y'all have a great day, and hope this helps.